What's up guys, this is iTweaks here, and today I'm going to be showing you the top 20 features of iOS 8. So if you guys haven't heard, iOS 8 Beta 1 has been released to developers, but if you guys want to check out iOS 8 for yourselves, then I can show you how to download and install this for free without a UDID. If you want to see that video, let me know in the comments below, as well as hitting the like button on this video, that way I know you guys want to see that. Now, what we're going to do is jump into the top 20 features. Now, these are the features that I've discovered so far that I think are pretty awesome for iOS 8. Overall, after messing with this for several hours, I think this is a great upgrade. Now, I can't say that I highly recommend everybody to upgrade to iOS 8 right now to the Beta 1 just because it is buggy, which is to be expected because it's a beta. So if you guys are not developers or you don't want a buggy phone that's going to crash out of applications and everything like that, then you definitely don't want to upgrade. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. The first thing we're going to do is open up messages, and we're going to check out the new quick type feature. So you can see right here that we have a new bar. There are three options. We have yes, okay, and no. So basically it's giving you the option to automatically respond to a text right here just by hitting this, and then we can hit send just like that. Now, it's really simple how this works. All you need to do is just begin typing. So let's just say we're going to say, hey there, what are you doing tonight? So we're going to type hey, and you can see it pops up right there. TH there, what are you doing tonight? So you can see kind of how that works. Now, you're not necessarily going to be typing that slow. I kind of typed that slow just to kind of show you how this works. But you can see that just by typing in one letter, it actually came up with tonight, even doing. So it learns how you type and what you type, and then it learns from that and gives you those most frequently used words right there in the quick type bar. So a really cool feature. So I'm just going to go ahead and send this off. Now the next thing you can do is just tap and hold on this button. This goes pretty quick, so I'm going to explain it first. But what you do is tap and hold on this, and then you can automatically record an audio recording and automatically send that just by swiping up. So you can see right here, we're going to start holding this down. You can see that it's actually recording my voice right now. And if I wanted to send it, then I would swipe up to this arrow. If I wanted to cancel it, then I would go to this X. So I'm just going to swipe up, and it's going to automatically send that audio file right there, and you can see it sending right now. Now my connection is not very quick, so it's taking a little while to send, but once it's sent, we can just tap on the play button.
You can see that it's actually recording my voice right now, and if I wanted to send it, then I would swipe up to.
So you can see exactly how that works. So it's actually pretty cool. Now if you wanted to keep this audio, then you would just tap on keep right there, and it's going to keep that audio file. Now you can also do the exact same thing with the camera button right over here. So if you want to quickly take a picture and send that, then you can just tap and hold on this, and it's going to give you the back facing camera or the front facing camera depending on which one you left it on. So you can either record a video just by swiping to the right, or you can automatically take a picture just like that, and it's going to automatically send that. So you can see it now sending a picture of just my desk. So actually a pretty cool little feature. You also notice right down here that we have a new smiley face for your emojis rather than that globe icon. So if we tap on that, then we get all our emojis right here. Now another really awesome feature about messages is we can tap on details, and it's going to give you some more options. You can automatically send your current location. You can share your location. You can tap on or toggle on do not disturb. Now this is obviously going to mute the notifications for this conversation, so that's actually pretty nice. So if you're in a group message, then you can automatically jump in there, tap on details, tap on do not disturb, and you're no longer going to get notifications from that conversation. And that's just really helpful when you have like 5 or 6 people in a group conversation. They're just blowing up your phone. So a very awesome feature. Now if you scroll down here some more, you're going to see that you have your attachments down here. So you're going to see that audio file that I sent right here. You're also going to see the picture that I sent right there. We can tap on that and open that up, and there is the audio file. So let's click done and swipe back up here. Now if you're in a group conversation, you're actually going to get the ability to change the name of the conversation. So we're going to tap back right here, and we're going to go into this group conversation. So I'm going to tap details, and I'm going to scroll up right here, and you can see you can enter a subject. So if I wanted to change this to my sisters, because that's who this group conversation is with, then you can change that right there. So that's going to be the subject. And you can also quickly add contacts directly to your group conversation. So you can tap right there and then quickly add someone. So that's pretty awesome. Now if we swipe down right here, you're also going to see that you can leave the conversation right there. So you can see that the name has changed to Sisters, and if we go back, you'll see that this is named to My Sisters. Now the next thing I want to show you is the app switcher. So you can see right here, if I double press on the home button, we're going to get all of our recent contacts right up here at the top. So if we wanted to contact one of those people, then we can just tap right here, and it's going to give you the option to either text message them, FaceTime, or FaceTime audio right there. So that's actually pretty nice. Now if we swipe to the left, you're actually going to get your favorites. So anybody that you've added as a favorite, then you can just tap right here and get the exact same options. You have your mobile, your text messages, your FaceTime, and your FaceTime audio. Now of course, if you have pictures set to these contacts, and they're going to be right here rather than just these letters right there. Now a feature a lot of people probably don't know about is the zoom feature. So if we go back right here and we tap on general, we're going to tap on accessibility, and then we're going to tap on zoom. So we actually have that on right there. Now back in iOS 7, we actually only had this one toggle, and it basically just zoomed the entire screen. Now this actually has some really nice features. Now I'm going to quickly go over what this does. But you can see right here, if we just double tap with our 3 fingers, and you can see that we actually get a zoom window right here, so we can actually zoom over what we want to see. So if there's something we can't see, or if there's a picture that we're looking at, you can magnify that just by swiping over just like this. Now if we tap on this, you can see that you have some options right here. So if we tap on this, this basically gives you what the old zoom feature did, where you basically just have to scroll through with 3 fingers, which is not very intuitive, doesn't work very well. But if we double tap right there, you can see what that does. Now if we just do 1 tap with 3 fingers, then you can see we're going to switch back to that little window, which is actually pretty nice. Now, I'm not going to go through all the features just because I don't want this to be a 45-minute long video, but you can basically see that you have a follow focus, a detached zoom controls, you can leave the keyboard unzoomed, you have a windowed mode, a lens effect. So, and all you need to do to get out of this window is just tap with 3 fingers just like that, and tap the X, and it's going to go right away. Now this brings me to the next feature that I want to cover, which is the grayscale. So if you're low on battery and you know you're not going to be able to get to a charger anytime soon, then jumping into grayscale is a huge profit, because that's going to extend that battery life a whole lot. So you can see exactly what this looks like. Basically, it does exactly what you think it would do. It gets rid of all the color. So jumping in and out of applications, you're not going to have any color. It's all going to be on a grayscale, as you can see right there. Even if you open up the camera application, you're going to have grayscale camera. So that's actually pretty cool. Now if we go ahead and jump into the photos application, we'll just tap on that, and you can see right here that I've actually taken a few of these photos. But you can see if we tap on this, you have a new little heart button. Now what this does is if you tap on it, that favorites that picture right there, and it is instantly available on all of your iOS devices. So that's actually pretty sweet. Now if you wanted to edit a photo, then you can do so right here, and we actually have some brand new options in iOS 8. So you have a new little cool way to crop your device. As you can see right there, you can crop it by swiping over left and right, and it's going to turn that picture right there. Now we're just going to reset that, and then we're going to go down here to the new features that we have right here, where you can change the lighting as well as the color saturation. So if we tap on lighting, you can see right here we have a bar, and we're just going to slide across, and you can see that it actually gets brighter or darker just depending on how much we move this bar. Now if you want to get a more granular look at what this is actually doing, then you just tap these little bars right here, and it's going to tell you exactly what it's doing. So it's changing the brightness, the contrast, the exposure, the highlights, and the shadows. Now if we wanted to change the color, you can do so right here as well, just by swiping across, where basically this is changing up the contrast a whole lot, oversaturating the picture and moving it all the way to the left to grayscale. So again, if we wanted to change this up a bit, we would just tap on this, and you can see exactly what it's doing. Didn't change any of the contrast, just changed the vibrancy, just lowered that quite a bit. So if we swipe all the way to the right, you can see that contrast went up as well as vibrancy. So we're going to tap close right here, tap done, and you can see that it actually changed that up right there for us. Now, in addition to the Photos app, you also have a new feature on your camera. You actually have a timer right up here. So if we tap on that, you can see you have a 3-second timer and a 10-second timer. Now, if we tap on the 3-second and then we hit the photo button right here, you see the timer going off right there. And then you can see that it actually takes a burst photo, which is 11 photos right there. So if we go back to the 10-second and then we go ahead and hit the countdown, you're going to see that 10-second countdown. You actually get a flashlight flashing every every second right there, if you can see that, and you get another 11 burst photo. Now that's actually pretty cool. We've been looking for something like this for quite some time, so this is going to give you the ability to go through and pick out the best photo within those 11 burst photos. Now another really cool thing about the Photos application is a new time-lapse feature. Now I can't really showcase this right now, but basically what this does is if you tap and hold, it's going to record what you record, and then it's going to time-lapse it. So now we're just going to hit stop record. We're going to open this back up and we're going to hit play, and it's going to basically just scroll through that extremely quickly. So you can see that's really short video, so it's not really giving you much of a look at what this does, but in a future video I'm going to show you exactly what this does more in depth and hopefully get some nice time lapse. Now of course Siri got some much needed upgrades, and if you're a fan of Shazam, then you're going to be a fan of this feature. So you can see right here, if I tap and hold to open up Siri, what is this song?
Listening.
So you can see exactly what it does. All you need to do is ask Siri, what is this song? And then Siri is going to listen for that song, and then obviously it's going to tell you exactly what that song is and who sang it.
I don't recognize this one.
But of course she's not going to recognize that one because that was just me talking. So that's an actually really nice feature that has been added to Siri right there. Now another really cool feature about Siri is if we tap and hold, you're going to see that once I start talking, it's actually going to start actively putting whatever I say right up here in Siri. So it's not giving you that nice little loading wheel every single time you start to talk, and then once you're done, it has to load the entire conversation. So you can see right there that it's typing everything out as I say it. So that's actually pretty nice. Now let's go ahead and get out of that. Something cool that you can do with notifications now is swiping down in the notification center. You're going to see that you obviously get a pretty similar notification center right here. One thing you do have right down here at the bottom is the ability to add widgets. Now there aren't any widgets that we can necessarily add right now, but if we tap right here, you can see that you're able to rearrange these however you'd like. You can also delete them if you want to just by hitting that minus button. And if you don't want to show a widget but you want to keep it, then you would just drag it down here and it's obviously not going to show. So if we just tap the little plus button, it pops right back in. If we tap the minus button, you can remove it just like that. Now once you get really cool widgets, you're going to be able to add those in and maneuver them or reorder them however you'd like. So I'm going to tap done right here and scroll up to the top. You're going to notice that we only have 2 tabs now in the notification center. We don't have that missed tab that basically nobody really liked. So we're just going to go ahead and tap on notifications right here, and you can see if we swipe to the left on a message notification, then you can mark as read or you can reply just like that. So that's actually pretty simple. Of course, if it's not a message, just a regular notification, then you can see right here you can just swipe over to the left and dismiss that application. So if we just wanted to reply to this, then you can see it's actually going to initiate a quick reply, which is a huge step forward in iOS 8 because everybody that jailbreaks wants that quick reply. So you can easily just type in hey, hit send, and it automatically replies without getting out of your notification center. So it's extremely simple. Of course, you're going to be able to do the exact same thing not in the notification center. So if you get a banner notification, you can see if we just swipe down, then we're going to get that quick reply. Now if we wanted to type something out, then we can do so like that, or if we wanted to respond with an audio file, then we can just tap right there and it's going to automatically start recording that, and we're going to tap record and we're going to send that off. So it's as simple as that. Now the quick reply is actually going to work with other applications as well, like Facebook. So you're either going to be able to, if you get tagged in a post, then you're going to be able to like that post, or you're going to be able to comment on that directly with the quick reply. So that's actually a very powerful feature. And I'll get more in depth in that in a future video. I just want to show you guys quickly what's going on with it. So another really awesome feature with iOS 8 is the ability to use third-party keyboards. Now I can't actually show you that feature right now because there aren't any third-party keyboards available to download and install. But if you want to see a video on that in the future, then make sure that you subscribe, and I'll be doing that as soon as they come out. Now the last thing I want to show you guys is the spotlight. So if we swipe down to bring up the spotlight, you're going to be prompted with a little message right here that says, in addition to searching your iPhone, Spotlight now shows suggestions from the internet, iTunes, App Store, movie showtimes, locations nearby, and more. And you can change all this in the settings. So this is going to be or become an extremely powerful feature on iOS 8. So let's say we wanted to go watch a movie. So we're just going to type in X-Men right here. And you can see it automatically pops up with Wikipedia. You have a movie on iTunes that you can just automatically tap on. And if you wanted to purchase this, then you can do so directly from here. Now, I'm not going to let this load just because my internet's slow and it's going to take forever. But basically, you can just tap on that and it opens directly up in iTunes. If we tap on this, it's going to open up within Spotlight and give you the Wikipedia, kind of just like how Siri works. So Spotlight has gotten a nice little upgrade. So there's my top 20 features of iOS 8. So let me know what you guys think about iOS 8 Beta 1. Also, let me know if you plan on upgrading to iOS 8 Beta 1 in the comments below. Now, if you find any jailbreak tweaks that are very similar to the iOS 8 features, then let me know the names of those jailbreak tweaks in the comments below, because I've actually found quite a few. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more iOS 8 videos, then make sure you subscribe. Alright guys, until next time, peace.